Hello friends, I am Deepak Prajapati. I hope you are enjoying my lectures on group theory. If you have any doubt, you can comment and give your feedback also. Today we are going to discuss some more examples of groups. So let us start with this set Zm star. So what is Zm star? So we have shown that Zm. What is Zm? Zm is the set of equivalence classes generated by congruence relation. So we have shown that Zm is a group under addition modulo M, and we had discussed that if we consider multiplication modulo on Zm, then this element has no inverse with respect to multiplication modulo M. So therefore Zm is not a group under multiplication modulo M. But if we subtract this 0 from Zm, then this new set denoted by Zm star is a group under multiplication modulo M. So Zm has M elements and we are subtracting one element, so Zm star is a group of order M minus 1. So remember this, Zm star is always a group under multiplication modulo M, and Zm star is nothing but equivalence classes generated by 1, 2, 3 up to M minus 1. We are not taking equivalence class generated by 0 here. So for particular values of M, we show that it is a group. So we consider M equal to 5 here, and we show that Z5 star is a group. So by definition, Zm star is 1, 2 up to M minus 1, M is 5 here. So Z5 star will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4, that is 5 minus 1. We have defined what is multiplication modulo operation. If you consider any two elements, then A into B is nothing but equivalence class generated by remainder when A into B is divided by 5. So using this multiplication modulo 5, we can write its composition table. So here I have written 1, 2, 3, 4 in row and vertical lines, that is columns. Okay, 1 into 1 is 1. Remainder when 1 is divided by 5 is 1. Similarly, you can consider suppose 3 into 4, that is 12. And if we consider division of 12 by 5, then we obtain 2. Okay, so this is our resulting element, 3 into 4, that is remainder when 3 into 4, that is 12, is divided by 5, so remainder is 2. So here we write equivalence class generated by element 2. So in this way you can write all the entries in the composition table. Now for first property you have to check whether all the entries are elements of a given set. So elements of given set are nothing but equivalence classes generated by 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you can see all the entries are among 1, 2, 3 and 4. That means first property is satisfied, that is multiplication modulo 5 is a binary operation on Z5 star. So you can write in this way. Okay, from the table A into B is member of Z5 star for any AB equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So Z5 star is closed under multiplication modulo 5. What is meaning of this? This means multiplication modulo 5 is a binary operation on Z5 star. Now for associative property, we can write in this way. We can write that equivalence class generated by A into B in the bracket into C equal to A into in the bracket B into C. This is always true because multiplication of integers is associative. So this operation multiplication modulo 5 is associative operation. What about identity element? So you can see, if I consider any element with 1, then we are getting that element back. Okay, 1 multiplication modulo 2 is 1 into multiplication modulo 5 with 2 is 2. 1 into multiplication modulo 5 with 3 is 3, and so on. So 1 is the identity element under multiplication modulo 5. Okay, so we find that 1 is the identity with respect to the operation multiplication modulo 5. Now we check for inverse. So if I want to find out inverse of first element, I will search in the first row where I am getting identity element. So this is identity element. So you can see 1 into 1 is 1. So inverse of 1 is 1 itself. Now to find out inverse of 2, we search for identity element in second row. So here we obtain identity element. So that means 2 into 3 is 1. And similarly you can see 3 into 2 is also 1. So 2 and 3 are inverses of each other. Similarly for 4, we have to search for identity element in this row. So here we obtain identity element. So 4 into 4 is 1. So 4 is self-inverse. So you can see each element of Z5 star has inverse in Z5 star. So all the properties are satisfied. That means Z5 star is a group with respect to multiplication modulo 5. Now if you want to check commutative property, you concentrate on the main diagonal and check whether entries are symmetric with respect to main diagonal. So for example, if I consider the elements on the line perpendicular to main diagonal, so you can see these two are same. So entries are symmetric with respect to main diagonal. Similarly, you can check for this. There is a 3 here, here also 3. Similarly, here there is a 1, so 1, 4 and 4. The same thing here. So entries are symmetric with respect to main diagonal. This shows that Z5 star is a commutative group or abelian group under multiplication modulo 5. So in this way you can show for any value of m. You can show that Zm star is a group under multiplication modulo m for any value of m. Now this Zm star is known as group of integers modulo m. We consider another example. This is simple note. You instead of writing equivalence classes, some authors are writing simply 0, 1, 2 up to m minus 1. So that is also valid. Instead of writing equivalence classes in this set, you can write 0, 1, 2 up to m minus 1. But be careful, 0, 1 to m minus 1 are not the members of Zm. The members of Zm are nothing but equivalence classes generated by 0, 1, 2 up to m minus 1. Another example, suppose Zm is set of integers modulo m 0, 1, 2 up to m minus 1. We define new set u suffix m, where u suffix m is the set of those equivalence classes generated by element A such that GCD of A with m is 1. Greatest common divisor of A with m is 1 and A is less than m. That is, A is that integer which is less than m and it is relatively prime to m. Relatively prime to m means greatest common divisor of A and M is 1. So if I consider this set U suffix M, then it is always a group under multiplication modulo M. For example, if I take M equal to 12, then the number of integers less than 12 and relatively prime to 12. Number of integers which are less than 12 and whose GCD with 12 is 1 are, we start from 1. So GCD of 1 and 12 is 1, so we consider 1 here. If I take 2, then GCD of 2 and 12 is not 1, so we are not writing 2 here. Similarly, GCD of 3 and 12 is not 1, GCD of 4 and 12 is not 1, GCD of 5 and 12 is 1, so we write 5 here. Similarly, GCD of 7 and 12 is 1, so we consider equivalence class generated by 7. We do not consider equivalence class generated by 8. Why? Because GCD of 8 and 12 is 4. Similarly, GCD of 9 and 12 is 3. So we do not consider equivalence class generated by 9. And GCD of 11 and 12 is 1. So we consider 11. Now we don't have to consider integers equal to and greater than 12. We have to check those integers A which are less than 12. So these are the integers which are less than 12 and their greatest common divisor is 1 with 12. So if we consider this set G, then it becomes a group under multiplication modulo 12. Okay, instead of writing this, we write in this way also. So that 1, 5, 7, 11 is a group under multiplication modulo 12. So here G is nothing but U suffix 12. So remember, if I consider U suffix M equal to equivalence class is generated by A, where A is a integer less than M and GCD of A and M, greatest common divisor of A and M, is 1. Suppose we consider M equal to 6. Then what are the number of integers relatively prime to 6 and less than 6? So I have to consider 1. I cannot take 2, 3 and 4. So I have only 1 and 5. So this is U suffix 6. Okay, I am not writing 2 because GCD of 2 and 6 is not 1. GCD of 3 and 6 is also not 1. So I am not writing 3 also. GCD of 4 and 6 is also not 1. So I am not taking 4 also. So I have to consider only 1 and 5. So this set U6 is a group under multiplication modulo 6. Okay, so today we discuss two important groups, Zm star. Zm star means Zm minus 0. So Zm minus equivalence class generated by 0 is a group under multiplication modulo M. It is abelian also. And another set is U suffix M. So what is U suffix M? So U suffix M is the set of all equivalence classes generated by A, where A is strictly less than M and greatest common divisor of A and M is 1. So these two are important groups. In the next lecture we will discuss another important concepts of group theory. I hope you like this lecture. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box and give your feedback also. Thank you very much.